Dora Evans. I was born in Arangi in Rarotonga. I belong to the Ngāti Napa in Arangi. Raimaru is my mountain, and Waiakura and Petera is my little stream that I come from. And I was one of the lucky ones that managed to go to New Zealand for education on scholarship. And in the late 50s, 59, and went to New Plymouth and then came back home for a few years and got married soon after that. So my family are the Jonathan family from Mataki and from Rarotonga. And so here I am living up in the mountain at Raimaru, which is my mountain, overlooking the whales when the whale season in the sea. I worked at the Rarotongan Hotel when I came back in 2000, and then I worked as a financial auditor in the audit office in Rarotonga and retired from there. And I was a professional dancer when I was in my youth. And my family travelled to Japan for many years, probably over 30 years that we travelled. And so tourism and entertaining is my business. Costumes and dancing is my business. Tourism started. It was fun. You met people from overseas, from America and Germany and Italy, and everybody wanted to know the tourists because they wanted to learn how to speak English. So if you could befriend them, it was a real privilege to befriend them. And you learned such a lot, from far, far away. And over the years, they have become more and more, and then the Banana Court Hotel started, and then the Rarotongan started, and that was fun too. And then suddenly, tourists are everywhere, and the time in between, it seemed to come very quickly. The aeroplanes came quickly, and the food in the shops changed quickly from, oh no, we're going to have ruko again for dinner. And now it's and then it became a loaf of bread and tin of corned beef. And now it's just buying a plate of food from the shops, a $10 plate of food already cooked. So even that, the food has changed. Instead of going to the sea and eating fish every day, there is no fish. So if you eat the fish in the coral, you could get very sick. So I personally don't eat anything that comes from the reef in Rarotonga. You can eat the deep sea fish, but you have to buy all that. Your average person can't fish for that. So food has become expensive. We have to buy. I don't buy that much because I love popo and I love puto and I love arrowroot and taro. So, but I do know there's not many Cook Islanders like me left, especially the younger ones that are coming on. We don't get it. I don't get it. The money I get is the money I get with the soap. The money the local people get is the stalls on the side of the road. And they go to work in the laundry or cleaning rooms or something, if they work for the hotels. But the real money, you'll find there's not much of it comes here. From a 9-to-5 job, I actually bought some little gardenia cuttings, and I love growing, so I started growing gardenias. So I used to, you can see all my gardenias around. So I used to supply the ladies and the flowers to tourism. So I used to make them for the visitors, for orders, and I just found it too much with the making the ladies and doing the flowers. So I used to sell the bags of flowers after that, and so that's my connection to tourism, really. It's providing the flowers to the florists. They come and get flowers off me. So that's evolved. Now there's a lot of flower growers around, so I've changed my focus on still in horticulture, just finding ways to use our medicine. And this year, because we've had the theme is Maori medicine, I just made a point of making bulking up on a lot of the moringas and the nunis and the hibiscus of what we have, the maide, the kawakawa, the medicines that we have, which our people normally put in the massage oil. And, you know, there's a lot of ladies do that. So I just put it in soap, basically, and it just in keeping with the theme. And it's actually been really, really good. The trade day showed me that it's actually, I can carry on and maybe expand on infused oils. And, you know, I mean, you can't just have a business just in soap. Soap is facial stuff and creams and all sorts. If you want to make a living out of it, you can't make a living just out of soap, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So in crafts, including tie-dyes, painting, on board painting, or anything to do, making jewellery. I used to make a lot of local jewellery, like she's wearing on her ears there. I don't make that anymore because there's hundreds of them make it now. I can't. Yeah, they come from the outer islands. They've got the shells. I don't have the shells. I stopped doing that. You know, you just got to evolve with what the demand is out there and try and create something that people are asking for.
Nice.
That's what motivated me really to specialise in soap, because during COVID, everywhere you went, you had to wash your hands or put that stuff on your hands. And I found my hands, I could not eat anything when I got home because your hands would be, it tastes awful. Whatever you put on your hand to kill the bugs. So I used to come home and have to wash my hands. And that really was the time that I decided, you know what, I need to stop using the commercial soaps and try and make my own. You know, because I didn't know how to make soap when I was growing up, because my mum used to make soap from the charcoal, ngaro, we call it, and pork fat. So, and it was a hit or miss situation, that was. But I had an idea on what to do, and then I just had to go to school, soap school to do the rest. Yeah. When COVID struck, there were local people, cousins, family people that I know, actually lost their jobs, so they had to go to New Zealand to find money because they were mortgaged. They had a mortgage, which we didn't have before. And not a little mortgage either, you're talking a couple of $100,000. So a lot of them got stuck. Some of them lost their houses on the mortgagee sales. They just couldn't afford to maintain it. And it was actually very sad. It was very, very sad. I think tourism numbers should be controlled. That should be capped. I think that's very important for a little island like this. Last time, it was, you know what, it was crazy. Yeah. When the COVID happened, after a while, everyone you met in town said, "Oh God, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? We've got our island back everywhere." But then it went on a bit too long, and then everyone got no money, no money. And we're all leaving. We've got to go and get a job. And so now it's nice to get some of it back, but I truly believe people like you need to find a balance somewhere along the line.
you for clapping. Thank you.